So, last video stopped at 15 minutes because of my damn screen thing, and then it wasn't showing any other picture, so I was talking about pictures that I was looking at that didn't show up. So hopefully this one works and actually scrolls around. This is Richie from Boston's channel. He's got 1,500 videos. I guess he's been doing this for a long time, since, what, 2012 he says? Or maybe more? I don't know. So, I'm scrolling through here just because I was just curious, like, his older videos. And 5 months ago, that wasn't that long ago. And he has this video here, channels pushing Bitcoin and gold. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn down the things. So, in this video, he's discussing all about how truthers, people who talk about God, shouldn't, sell things, I guess, like Bitcoin, the cryptocurrencies or whatnot. Also, he was always against people who sold things regardless. So, then, you go to, here we go, we're going into the more recent months. 3 months ago, Here, let me go a little faster. Okay. I mean, he's got a lot of good videos. He does have some really good videos, and he brings up a lot of good topics. So we'll agree on this. But what is this? Does anybody see this? Because I see this. Look at this. Dollar collapses in 2018, or just a reset. Dollar collapses for who? Okay. Oh, we can hit up Colin. He's the real... This is a real guy, and he has stood by this channel like a trooper. If you're concerned about funds, he is the man. So yeah, this is Ritchie's Noble Gold giant shillery that he's doing. He talks to this man, Colin, I guess, and you know what, that first comment is good. To hell with silver and gold, really. And hi, Ritchie. And this goofball down here, I'm not gonna say her name, but you can see it. She comments on everything, and everything is like in the in the Bitcoin one. She was like, people shouldn't do this or that, and then she turns around and was like, oh, now I know what to do with my 401k. It's like, no matter what he says, he cannot do any wrong in her eyes, and I'm sure he's boinking her. So yeah, it's kind of funny that he has a video, and in the video he would talk about, the truthers and the people who push God shouldn't push anything or sell, and gold and stuff, it's all the devil, Bobby. So, and then here he goes, freaking 4 months later, shilling himself, so it's there you go, hypocrisy. And, oh, look, and we're leading up these big pharma things. Okay. So, of course.
We do not consent.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
That was something to me that he was pushing really big these past couple of months.
Illuminati Doctor. Okay. Illuminati Doctor. Let's talk about this gem. This is where Ritchie goes off on his subs. I don't want to get a strike. He goes off on his subs. This is the first time he does. He does it because everybody starts calling him out on his validity.
They start noticing things?
Yeah, they start noticing things. And, well, here's a great one by, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind me saying her name because I do see her comments on other channels, and we comment alongside each other. We tend to agree with each other. So Kathy Larson says, Richie, please address all the facts brought up about this so-called doctor and this friend of yours who is well connected. If you know what I mean. Both Enter the Stars and Plain Truth brought up a bunch of facts about this doctor. I'm curious how you're going to answer all those facts that were brought up. A person seeking truth, I'm asking you for answers. She gets a lot of slack for that, which is not fair. Weirdly, you know what? I liked her comment, but because either because I'm a sub or he shadow banned me. I'm pretty sure I'm not a sub. I mean, did I say I'm a sub?
Yes.
Oh God, no, I'm not a sub. Yeah. Yeah. If you want me to prove that,
it was definitely the
see, yeah, not a sub. Not a sub to this fag. Sorry, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a terrible way. Not like he's gay, but he's a jerk, and I don't like him. Okay, I like that first one. He's Jesuit controlled. Every time he puts Windows logo behind him, it shows he's a Jesuit. The design makes it with the double cross. He lies bullface. I don't know what that means. There's a lot of errors in that spelling. And of course, you know, underneath of that, you got people going like, blah, 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 blah. He's only interested in the facts, and a doctor isn't a doctor, and a do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So the fact is, the doctor was a doctor, and a horse is a horse, of course. And since the guy's a doctor, I mean, he would know the ins and outs of chemtrail lung, that nobody else has heard of, except him, this doctor, who's had some massive legal problems in the past, as has Ritchie. And it's not like Ritchie went to him. He didn't. But his I known her for a long time. You know, this I trust her. She's out there in California. She's got her own TV show, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome Rachel Reenstrass. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I just want to say I'm Shill. Yeah, and I'm gonna make fun of people and even myself, because if you can't laugh at yourself, you'll just cry. And that's what happened. You know, more or less. More like less, but. He it's this video must go viral. So, yeah.
Yeah, it went viral, just not in the good way.
Oh, maybe it's not. What's this crap? What is this? I thought man, which way? Hold on. Sorry, I'm being, damn advertisers. I don't get advertisements on my channel, so nobody else should. I'm just kidding. I don't care. I think this is... You know, if he took that video down, I'm gonna laugh. Huh. Well, that's funny. So, anybody who, watches him, me, or anything, he totally took down the actual video. I find out that the video is not a real doctor. Can you please speak about this? Wow, that's great. He got rid of it.
The doctor video.
Yeah, he got rid of the Rachel video and everything. Oh, what, did they have a falling out? Did they have a little falling out? Did he go to see her in California and she was like, get out of here, I don't want anything to do with you, stop raping people. I'm sorry, I don't know if he does that. It's probably not true. But I have seen some very sketchy things about him by a couple people. Oh yeah, Richie from Boston and his income. Yeah, make it rain, Richie. This is where he tells everybody that in plan VPN individual 12 months your subscriptions. Yeah. He tells everybody, you know, he shows everybody his analytics for whenever in the last 28 days, and he made about, as you can see probably on the screen, hopefully this is working right this time, that he made $786.45. You know, like I said in the last video, which probably gonna have to be real, you know, I'm probably gonna replace it with this one. Oh look, my comments here. It says Ritchie makes his money from Patreon dummies, 500 of them. There's a reply here. I wish Dr. Kemlong, obviously a sock account. I mean, not like a sock account, but like an account to be funny. I wish I had a Patreon. I could be driving a new Bugatti like Chris Green at AMTV, who was selling Bitcoin and shilling, much like Ritchie is. And, you know, see, I care not about this talking buddy, blah, blah, blah. If you are a patron giving this dude money, you are a dumb. That's great, because it's true. See? People are starting to see. Look at this comments. Look at these comments. And the thing is, Ritchie doesn't even... Yeah, look, I so agree, and Richie just busted himself in another line in his vid from a few days ago. He said he met over 30 subscribers. Today it's 20. He's really delusional. Oh yeah, he went on a road trip to meet subs. 10. It was 10 today?
And then it was, yeah, he changed it to 10.
Today he said this?
Not today, in a video yesterday.
Oh, so yeah, he's changing his amount of people that he actually met. I don't think he really met anybody. I think he might have met maybe 1-2 people out there.
Why didn't he video them?
Exactly. Why didn't he video them?
He videos everything. Yeah,
he videos everything. He videoed himself saving a lady, an elderly damsel in distress, trying to get her poor kitty cat food. And when he talked in that video about the incident, you know, reminding everybody that he did this. You know, he has convenient amnesia for everything except the good things that he did. Much like, you know, much like other people that are full of shit. If it's a lie, you can't keep track of it. So therefore, you usually don't bring it back up. Or if you do, you get caught, like he just did in that person's, you know, comment. And he's been caught. He's been caught lying many times. There you go. Another great one. Look at this. And they're getting a lot of likes.
Because more people are waking up to it.
This individual named Kelly. How do you talk about yourself so much? How is that waking anyone up? Just an observation. 118 likes. Virtual Shield is trash. 87. Why? Please give it up. You're really ridiculous. And you're right. You don't matter. What a complete joke.
Yeah.
You know?
Brings up
RFB is a Freemason deceiver. Mr. Benji says, give high impact flicks your lawyer info. And Mr. Benji is sitting right next to me, by the way. That is,
look at those likes.
Yeah, 51 likes.
I never
make it 52. You know, I didn't see your comment till just now.
I've never seen that many likes ever.
Yeah, and as Ben and me will both tell you, and Ben is actually a sub of his. I don't know, you know, I think he subs more for just to see his hypocrisy that I started pointing out.
Just to watch the downhill of him.
Yeah,
because people are waking up. It's just interesting just watching this, you know, go down, watching this happen.
I started noticing it a little bit sooner than Ben did, but then again, I got a great bullshit detector, and I hear continuity issues with people really fast. When you grow up in a type of environment like I had to, where you know your life might depend on what you remember, you'll remember everything. You know. All he knows is he was a lawyer and nothing else. Kind of like that doctor.
Yeah.
The lawyer doesn't exist. If he did, it'd be next to impossible for an average Joe like Ritchie to get shit done in a day. He might give you a name, but some random lawyer calling up YouTube on the phone isn't going to do shit. And if he helps all these people, why doesn't he ever post those videos? He needs new content, so you think he'd be thinking of anything. And the problem is, when you get to this many subs, your ego lets you know it, and you start coming up with anything. Wait, did he say that twice? Anything for content and views? Maybe I read that twice. I don't know. And for God's sake, update your fucking camera. Same quality for years. Even that $800 could buy you a new one. Speaking of $800, that's how much he raised, or ODD, the alleged rapist, as Ritchie is an alleged child pornography viewer from an alleged FBI document, and also from his Facebook page that he put down, and we don't know if he did this on purpose, but they said he was interested in men and women, so he is an alleged bisexual, or some people would just call that greedy. Bottom line is he's an ex-junkie, which I'm going to touch in a second, ex-con who will do whatever he has to do to get donations and views. Shit, if I were him, I'd be filming damn near everything I do and uploading just so people know I'm the truth. You know? And he's right. Ex-junkie, I'm gonna say that might not be true, and this isn't allegedly according to my own words, but Ritchie himself has talked about how he used to be a junkie, and recently people have seen in his Noble Gold video, the one where he
was shilling for them coins.
Yeah, where he's gonna give out some coins, which he never does. But not as far as I'm aware. Nobody's seen him give them out. Nobody ever said, "Oh wait, here's the video." I'm sorry, guys. He has 2 we do not consent videos. This says geoengineering gone wild. Wait, hold on. I'm like, really? I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on here. It's not my phone. It's the fact that I can't find the Rachel video. I think it's gone, honestly, because a lot of people had that were very pissed off about that. And not to mention that he says that he had this lawyer that got his channel flipped back on like a switch in the night. You know, right in 24 hours flat. Like that just, you know, happened. And he had his lawyer call up and he was like, "Hey man, you better put Ritchie from Boston's channel back on." And they were like, "Oh yeah, don't worry about that. We're right on it. Yeah." And, you know, a bunch of other YouTubers were like, yeah, stick up for Ritchie. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. And the next thing you know, Ritchie's channel was back. But I also linked in his one video on his Ritchie from Boston 2 channel, which has 58,000 subs, that his channel wasn't gone. I said, "Hey Ritchie, by the way, your channel isn't gone. All your content's still here. If your channel was gone, you'd have no content, right?" That's when I started to be tipped off to the fact that this guy was just pulling legs to pull them. You know? He's like, "Hey, guess what? You know, like, I got this lawyer guy, and what he did was there was no fucking story." And see, and this is Brian from High Impact Flicks. And Brian has had his actual channel deleted. It's gone. You can type it in, you can look for it. It's gone. He's got High Impact Vlogs now. Vlogs with a V. And that's more than Ritchie did for him. Because I'm going to tell you, his channel was called High Impact Vlogs. Ritchie just throws up Brian's video saying, you know, how they took him down and all this other stuff. And, you know, we all came up on here, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of people saying, hey, why don't you give him that lawyer? Hey, why don't you give him your lawyer's number? It worked for you. Ritchie, you should give him the contact to your lawyer, you know, that got your page back in less than 24 hours. I'm sure that lawyer will appreciate your work. Thanks in advance, Ritchie. Ritchie, you're being a double standard. Why'd you block a call for an uprising's comments? What are you hiding? If you really did have a lawyer and help with your channel, why not just give out the details so we can help other channels? Yeah. See, the thing is, there's one of two reasons why Ritchie wouldn't give out a lawyer number. Number one, Ritchie doesn't want anybody to get their channel back because Brian has nothing to do with what Ritchie does. Because Brian, while he talks about the truth, Brian's an anarchist. And Brian's an atheist or an agnostic at least. Ritchie is
fake Christian truther?
Fake Christian truther, and he's not an anarchist.